We're getting there. We're almost at the end of the week. Happy Thursday, everyone. Tom Grisafi, Advanced Trading, ATI Pro Media. Always, you got to know we're powered by the mothership back there in Bloomington, but we're coming to you live again from Nashville, having a great vacation. Although I don't really seem like I'm taking many days off. Very seldom do I do. Makes a great opportunity. If someone needs help, give us a call. Got a question or comment? Post it in there. We're going to have a great show for you today. I'm going to really focus a lot on the outside markets. We had NVIDIA earnings after work. We're seeing some news come out about Dollar General. We're seeing some more exports, which we should. It's that time of year. We're getting real close to that corn, wheat, soybeans, everything here, especially corn and beans. We're going to throw a birthday party for all those old crop bushels. Not very funny if you're going to that party, but it does need to be discussed, especially as we look at SEPD's corn. Let's take a quick trip to LaSalle Street, then we'll go to Wall Street, and then we'll bring them in. Connor, be real quick on the quotes here. Corn up 3, Board of Trade wheat down 2. Seeing some volatility here coming in. Soybean meal up 35 ticks. Beans up 9. Going to skip right to the meats here. Live cattle down 60. Feeders down a little bit. Also seeing a little price action in hogs up 15. I'm excited to talk to you about outside markets. Take it to Wall Street, all over the place. Dow Jones up 150. S&P up 30. NASDAQ up 240 after being down 240 last night. Ring the bell. A 500-point swing in NASDAQ. Seeing some buying here in gold. Inflation creeping its way back up. Bonds lower, but gold and silver higher. Crude oil, something's going on in the world, folks. Crude oil up 225. Is that giving corn a bid? Well, maybe that's the old school thinking. Let's bring him in, the guy who has all the answers to everything we need to know, the one and only Connor B. Welcome to the show.
What an introduction.
I'm getting better at this. Thank you. It only took a year.
So Tommy, you want to talk outside markets? I want to look. We saw some export sales, and just looking at that, right? In these lower prices, that's our bullish talking point, right? As we want exports to really tick up. We're seeing that a little bit, but it's not exactly out of the ordinary. So if you want, go ahead.
I think if we continue to see soybeans trade up in the end of the week, the headlines will be, soybean drops, bearish number, market, has bullish reaction, right? That's the switch. If we could close 40, 50 cents off of Sunday's lows, that'd be great. That's a significant rally. Tom Barry, a coworker, just sent a text to all his clients, and I don't know if you're on that list. I believe you are, but he's saying, get ready to sell a 50-cent rally in beans, a 25-cent rally in corn and harvest, a dollar rally. I think a dollar rally is very possible in wheat. And looking at the option market, there's a lot of interest in people buying those upside calls. So it'd be great to have bearish news and digest it. What are you thinking, Connor?
Yeah, absolutely. I talked a lot about that, right? Don't just roll into harvest if we're undersold and just have the plan to be having all this crop stored, right? That doesn't work out. It definitely didn't work out in 2023. So I'm with Tom. One thing I got to say, Tommy, is I think someone in China is watching ATI Pro Media, because our coworker Brady Huck he popped up that graphic about how China was supposed to curb sorghum, soybean, right? They were supposed to curb imports and focus on domestic purchases. And then guess what we get today is we get 100,000 metric ton. Let me make sure that is right. Sorghum sale, right, to China. These are kind of rare, Tommy. So I want to make sure we mention it about this flash sorghum sale to China. So they listened, and it's good to see. I think it's only Karen Braun said it. I think it's we get about one a year, right? About 5 in the past 5 years, we've seen 126,000 metric ton sorghum sale to China. We will take it.
Yeah. I'm up for anything they want to buy. That's great. China's the best trader in the world. They know what they're going to do, and they one of our best clients, right? We love selling stuff to China, but they play dirty pool. I mean, they're not always. I don't know that they get an A or an A plus for honesty, and they're going to do what they want to do. They're going to buy what they want to buy. The way I was just on RFD before this, I said China's wonderful to trade with. They'll call you if they need you. Obviously, they need a little sorghum, right? So to Brady's point yesterday, if you watch the show yesterday, if not, do it. He said, don't watch what they say, watch what they do. That's what matters, right? We don't get to trade hurt feelings. We get to trade if someone buys something from us. So, like the person who calls the police and says, what? And the police say, what's the problem? My feelings are hurt. Well, you don't arrest someone because they hurt your feelings. You don't sell a product. We're going to take real sales, and China can be a real game changer if they decide for whatever reason they need corn. One other quick point. We'll move away from China a little bit. Hearing that the wheat crop over in Europe's got some problems, and I'm hearing the wheat crop in North Dakota has some huge quality options. So keep an eye on
Interesting.
contracts, especially hard red spring wheat. I kind of a little friendly that market. That doesn't mean it's going up. It just you could see at night though. Almost every night in the wheat markets we trade down and then we trade up during the day session. Go full stream on Connor B. And I want to check out these wheat quotes while Connor's adding a little color. Back to you,
Yeah,
man.
look them up. We're going to go back to China because one thing I saw a headline, and this is just looking at the ag trade deficit. U.S. ag trade deficit is projected to top 42 billion. Let me pop this chart in. It was very interesting to see. And as you can see, and just looking right, previous years we saw where we were at a surplus, right? We were exporting more than we were importing. Big divergence in 2023 and projected for 2024. Interesting to see that big gap. And will we close it, right? Will we see a little bit more of this export crop come back and see if we can curb imports? Interesting to see. I was surprised that the gap was that big. Tommy, you got those wheat quotes.
Yeah, just doing okay. Up a little bit on the day on the hard red spring. Casey hanging in there lower, board lower. But let's see how we finish up, right? Let's see how we finish the week. Obviously, when you trade futures and options, you owe the margins by the end of the day. Unless it's a crazy day, then we do midday margins. But in general, let's we get very emotional. We stare at the markets all day. Many people watching the stream or who watch the replay, we probably spend too much time looking at short term data, and we got to go back and look at historical, seasonal lows. Old school grain traders know these seasonal lows, they know these spreads. There's a reason SEPDES is trading so wide in corn, and that reason is Connor B. Why
Yeah,
is
because
SEPDES so wide?
there's enough old crop. We got a big new crop. That spread is doing its job.
And if you need to know more on how to understand spreads, options, everything else, every day after work, we're breaking down little tidbits. I understand you and B Huck, we had some great comments about the video you did with crop insurance with corn. One of our listeners asked you to do crop insurance in beans. You guys going to grab that one today?
Yeah, we're gonna knock that out today. It'll probably be shorter, right? It's the same. We're in the same situation, right? Depending if you're short bean crop, I think the numbers are just gonna be a little bit wider when we're talking soybeans. So absolutely good deep dive. We're gonna do that today.
A real quick note about premium content. It's $1 a day. We don't need to put out a half hour show. Let's make a point. Let's teach someone a little bit something special every day. Let's get them texted and emailed and really good information, timely text alerts. First email goes out in the morning, kind of what's going on in the world. And then we do our premium content. If we could teach farmers and ranchers just a little bit more every day, whether it be about interest rates or what we're doing with spreads or first notice day, or if they keep saying, why do you keep saying corn's having a birthday? It's going to be a birthday party and you don't want to be there, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Tommy, you got me thinking. You're talking SEP D spread, right? If we have hedges on, one thing I would have guys watching, keep an eye on that D Smart spread, right? Think where if we've got good HTAs, if we've got short futures, right, in our trading account, what have you, and we're sticking grain in the bin, that's a great way. The carry market, right? If we can roll that out to March, make 18, 20 cents, I'd be keeping an eye on that, Tommy. We'll see where it goes. Right now, I think I got it at, let me see if I can do this quick math, 17, 18 cents trading right now. So we'll see where that goes. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah. I have clients who can price seed corn all the way out to March and May. And there's, you start talking May corn 420. It wouldn't be out of the realm to think May corn could hit 450. If you need some targets, some ideas, May corn 450, take a pencil out. You want to sell it off the combine? What's the numbers look like? Do you have to sell it off the combine? Can you store a little? Do you want to store a little? Do you want to store a lot? Run the numbers, sharpen that pencil. Before you know it, you're going to be crazy busy with harvest. It's a lot easier to prepare now before things get crazy. Hey, real quick, my client, I did see this tweet that went by. I don't know if Mr. Rick loaded it up, but it was the $4 farmer starter kit. Did you see that tweet? That's just kind of
No, I
funny
didn't look
because
at it.
it's a beauty. Anyway, farm progress show's going on, and it's just all the stuff that a nice big farmer would have. And it said $4 corn problems. And it was the best John Deere, the best of this, the best of that. sections and
I think
sections
I
of
have seen
land,
that.
and
Yeah.
it was the $4 starter kit. I guess we're laughing because if we didn't, we'd cry. I did hear some reports from Farm Progress Show, and the energy's down a little bit. There's
Why
ag goes
why
in.
why wouldn't it be, right, Tommy?
Well, yeah, I mean, and then also you could be optimist. You could say, "Hey, I know prices are low, but we got a big crop coming." So it would be so much worse. My heart goes out to the people who have low production for whatever reason. Could be someone in that southeast part of Ohio right now getting nuked, where all of a sudden they hit a little bit of a flash drought here at the end of July and August, like they're doing. That's a problem, right? When you don't have the bushels and you got a bad price and you're creeping right at crop insurance level,
Yep.
that's a lose. You have above expectation bushels like I think your father's going to have, it's going to be okay. Time to start thinking about 25 fertilizer prices have farmers concerned. Back to you.
Yeah. Well said. Well, I think with that, right, you said you wanted to touch on outside markets. Yesterday, you talked a lot about it, NVIDIA. We saw those earnings come out. Give us your thoughts, NVIDIA. And then a little bit, I think we got to talk about another one, right? There's no NVIDIA plants near Assumption, Illinois, but you know where there is, Dollar General. Give us NVIDIA, and then let's talk, let's keep moving from there.
Well, extreme volatility. Nvidia came out, beat expectations. I don't have numbers in front of me, but I kind of remember them. They were at like 30 billion, and the expectation was around 29, maybe 28.8, but the whisper number was 29.2. And then they come out in 30, but then the market sold off. So I think Nvidia was down 8%. It, to me, I can't see it right now. It's probably down 2-3%. It's coming way back, seeing a lot of volatility. NASDAQ futures were down a couple hundred after hours and most of the night. I woke up early, 5 o'clock this morning. NASDAQ futures were up 200, taking that bearish news. Bearish news, not that they didn't do well, just they're constantly expected to overperform. I heard an analogy, and you know I love analogies. I heard an analogy today on the Business Channel, and a guy said getting bearish Nvidia now is like trying to short LeBron James his senior year of high school because you think he's already hit his max. And that really stuck with me. I know you're a sports guy. What do you think of that? If someone shorted LeBron James because he had a great freshman year,
So,
sophomore year, junior year, and you say, he's a senior in high school, he's peaked. Guy's
that's
still
a
going.
That's a heck of an analogy. I mean, that means basically what the guy's saying, Tommy, is NVIDIA is just getting going, right? NVIDIA's got a 20-year career and is going to break the all-time points record. So we'll see
Yeah.
where that goes. Interesting.
I love analogies. That was a great analogy. Thanks to the youngster on CNBC who said that. I should give him credit. I don't remember his name, but I literally made a cup of coffee, sat down, and thought about that. And he said, "Sure, it's worth 3 trillion today. I see it being worth 5 or 6." AI is not going away, folks. Half the reason we could do the things we could do with this live stream or YouTube Shorts or anything we're learning in digital content is because of AI. And every day we get sent an email from these companies we pay for these softwares, which the softwares are extremely obtainable. We're not doing anything on the show that you can't do at home, except for we show up every damn day, going about on the 200th episode here pretty soon. And you know what? It's not easy. It's not easy to show up every single day at 9, but hopefully, God willing, we keep doing it. So back to you.
Yeah, well said. Well, NVIDIA, other one we got to talk about, Dollar General, Tommy. Dollar General shares down 20%. Retailer cuts outlook, blaming financially constrained customers. And so I had to say, I was telling Brady and Joe before we jumped on, they're not dropping because the Bridgman family is not supporting them. I'll tell you that.
Now, I love Dollar Generals and all those stores. We go to a lot of small towns for work. And if you ever forgot anything or need something, you could just pop in there. They kind of have everything. They're like mini
Yeah.
Walmarts. And what I didn't digest the numbers, but I did see the headline. And you're constantly on these shows like the American economy is cracking. I don't know. I mean, you could barely walk down the street here in Nashville without bumping into 10 people or getting run over by something. It looks pretty happening down here. But when you come to ag communities, rural ag America, the small towns may be going backwards, Connor.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well said. Brady was asking, he's like, are there Dollar Generals on every corner like there are in Kansas? I said, Brady, if I want to drive to Decatur, Illinois, right? That's the closest big city to us. I pass 5. So yes, I'd say that's absolutely accurate.
I'm going
What
to
we got
Google
here, Joe?
how many Dollar Generals are there?
I passed 5 driving. There's one in Assumption, one in Moequel, one in Macon, one in South Shores.
In America. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't know what you're asking.
Grab some
Look,
comments. I'll do
look
the
that up. I'm
I'll
going to
do the
read this
Googling.
headline here. It goes right in line because talking about the U.S. economy, GDP grew by 3%. Second quarter forecast was 2.8, and overall growth was driven by increased consumer spending. So, Dollar General, what's going on? You're saying financially constrained customers, yet we're seeing GDP grow by increased consumer spending, right? Something's got to give there. So, how many Dollar Generals are there?
I'm on the struggle bus. I can't type, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Question
get
for
it.
Luke.
Hold on, I got it. Survey says, oh, this is going to blow your mind. I
Wait,
want
let
you
me
to.
guess. Let me guess. Let me guess.
Okay, you're going to be off. Go high. I'm telling you as a friend. Go high.
45,000.
Oh, you went too high. I overdid it there. As of August 10, 2024, Dollar General has over 19,400
Oh, I
stores
was more
in
than
the
double.
United States.
I was gonna say like 30, so I would have been high no matter what.
That's a lot. That's a lot. All right,
That's a lot.
headlines. What do you got?
Yeah,
Comments,
sorghum.
questions. Bring them in. Sorghum.
Sorghum trades off the corn price, right? Yes, correct, Luke. We trade off the corn price. Your local, if you're in the sorghum area like Brady is, right? It's gonna trade. They're gonna give a basis based on the corn price. It trades off that.
But usually over like $1.50 over, I believe.
Yes, different. They're going to adjust it accordingly, right? Versus what a corn basis is going to be. Brady, if you can, shoot us a message. What's a sorghum basis in your area right now? But here we go. Another comment. Crypto. Okay, rocking around. Brady says 20 below corn right now in his area. What
In
sorghum
his
basis?
area. So we have a little extra sorghum in the United States. It's interesting.
Yep. So he says usually 80% value of corn. That's what I thought. It was a little bit reduced. But anyway, going from sorghum, right? Let's go from sorghum to cryptocurrency. Crypto wealth 2024, 172,000 people worldwide who are crypto millionaires. Tommy, are you one of those 173,000?
No, but I tell you, my coworker Ryan Fogel, he's done a great job. He's always been a believer in Bitcoin. He did get a little messed up when all those companies went broke. He said he had a couple thousand at this one, that one. I get a little nervous that you have a coworker and a friend saying, I had $4,000 this account, it's gone. Like, where the heck did it go? I mean, if you're at Chase Bank and your money's not there, there'd be that kind of reminds me of the stock market crash in 29. So crypto thing's a little snaky. We'll see. I mean, I do like that I can trade Bitcoin. I can trade micro Bitcoins at the CME group, and I like trading those. I want to say they're like 1/20th the size of a full Bitcoin versus when you trade a Bitcoin future, I want to say it's 5 Bitcoin. So the fact you can stack on 2 or 4 micro Bitcoins, get yourself about 5, 8, 10 grand of Bitcoin. And then at night, if you don't want to own Bitcoin, you sell it and all the trades clear. The money shows up. You do owe taxes on it. Or if you lose, you get a tax write-off. See how that works? And you know what? Farmers hate to pay taxes. So maybe that's something they should think about, losing a little money in the crypto market to avoid taxes. Back to you.
I do. Where we got the disclaimer going. That's not a trading advice, right?
No. But micro Bitcoins, Google it, folks. If you want to search micro Bitcoin at the CME, if you call me and ask me about your micro Bitcoin, I say I'm not interested. You can go get any futures app and just crank out these micro contracts. It's just not what we do at Advanced Trading. But because you could do it yourself, right? Why are you going to pay a broker to buy you a 1/20th of a Bitcoin when you could just click a button and buy it? So you should be paying us for the cash advice, for understanding the spread, for understanding when and how to lock in the basis, and that's where we get our value. It's not because we're crypto experts.
Sure. Yep. Well, with that, I think if we got any other questions, pop them up. But I think that's all we have, Tommy. We're going to talk.
It feels like a light show. Views have been down the last few days. I think people are in holiday mode. I think there's a lot of farmers, just wrapping stuff up. It's that time of year. What were we going to say?
And along those lines, right, when we're looking at the commodity markets, right, we're kind of in that limbo period. We've got the yield estimates from USDA. We can debate those, right, but we're kind of waiting for that harvest pressure to hit and go from there. So I'm with you. It's a little light right now, but looking at premium, give us an update on yesterday, today. Brady and I, we're going to talk. We'll do that crop insurance review on soybeans again, but give us.
Well, I was going to talk markets yesterday and talk NVIDIA. Michelle Rook did an interview with myself. It was 8 minutes long. I said, how could I re-record this? That's everything I wanted to tell y'all. So I resent that out. A lot of stuff going on in NVIDIA. We're starting to text people a lot more, get those actionable texts out. Yesterday's premium was Tom Grisafi, Michelle Rook. A lot of actionable text early email info@ATI Pro Media. Go to the website, www.atipromedia.com. $30 a day, $30 a month, $1 per day. $30 a day would be a little expensive. That's like a bad Starbucks habit in the city. But we're enjoying it. I had a client call yesterday, ATI Pro Media client, and he just said, I've been watching you guys since the beginning, which was fun. I mean, that's why it's kind of on those days you don't want to do it. You do it because people actually count on us to give them today's news today.
Yeah, absolutely. Nathan, he's busy chopping corn silage. If you get a chance, give us an update. How's it looking? Right. I always like seeing the initial silage numbers. Mike, great show, guys. Love it. Getting my brokerage account set up, way behind on the hedges. Thank you, Mike.
Mike, it's best time to plant. Connor, when's the best time to plant a tree?
20 years ago, 30 years ago.
When's the second best time?
Today.
Let's get her going. Connor B., Assumption, Illinois. Tom Grisafi, Nashville, Tennessee, camping out at the KOA campground. If you're my neighbor, give us a shout. But going to be going to a friend's restaurant, grand opening of a restaurant down here. Always fun. I do miss standing. And like you're standing right now, aren't you, Connor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your background's a little crooked. Something happened. You see how it's not level there?
Oh, I probably bumped it when I'm walking.
Oh my! Sometimes your wife sneaks in your studio. Tell people about your wife. She is an Instagram sensation.
Oh, I don't know about that. She's kind of dropped it a little bit. She's pretty busy doing that, but she's all into the gardening, the flowers. If you drive by our house, our landscaping's got we've got anything and everything planted. So she did just go back to school, right? She teaches at the local community college, so she's been keeping up with that, right? Let alone taking care of our 3 kids. So she stays.
She's a keeper.
Busy. She's a keeper. Absolutely.
Check it out. Connor B., Assumption, Illinois. Tom Grisafi, Nashville, Tennessee today. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Questions, comments. If we missed them, drop them on. We'll get to it. You need to give us a call, 1-855-737-FARM, info@ATI Pro Media. We're going to take off this sport coat. I'm not wearing any makeup. I got a nice little summer tan going, but should be fun down here. Going to have a great day. Love seeing these markets come up. We need to get ready for harvest. See you all soon. Bye, Connor.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.